in the Wi-Fi, so we're back again. As I said, we are just getting started, or not just getting started. We are on bag 4. We're in the process of building out the rest of the T6 Jedi Starfighter. We just opened up the bag, so we went ahead and we built Sabine, the minifigure. We do have the option, as you can see here, if you want to build out the helmet. Just for this one, because I actually like the cool hairstyle, we're gonna leave Sabine with her hair. We've also got 2 blasters for her to use, and then also she has the option to ignite her lightsaber as well. So let's go ahead and we'll just put together the lightsaber for her to use in case she wants to practice her Jedi capabilities. So we'll add that down there below. Probably not a safe thing to leave your lightsaber ignited while it's on the ground, but because we're just having fun and want to showcase it, we're going to leave it out for now. But practice good lightsaber skills, and please make sure you put it away when you're not using it. All right, let's go ahead, and we're going to build out one of the wings now on the T6 Jedi Starfighter. So let's get started, and we'll just start connecting this up. Feel free to drop anything in the chat as we build out this super cool, awesome set. I'm a big fan of the Jedi Shuttle. Would love to actually do this as a custom build down the road, but for today, we're just going to stick with the instructions and try to follow it as closely as possible while we build it out. And then hopefully I can do a good job of following the instructions and not skip too far ahead. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Good evening to you. Did they get the school asbestos issue resolved, hopefully? All right, let's see. We're going to use some of this, paddle or magnifying glass and build up the side. Oh, that's good to hear. Never fun dealing with asbestos, so totally get why they canceled school for that one. That's not fun. So I think today we're going to very likely get this one done. We've got about an hour and 10 minutes to the build today. So in theory, we should be able to get this shuttle built. And then that means we can move on to finish up the Nightmare Before Christmas set this week. And then hopefully start the Jedi sail barge, ideally this weekend would be the goal. So we'll see what we can get to. Let's see here. Aha. Instructions. Let me make sure I'm following those. We're already off to an interesting start. We've got to make sure that Krennic keeps us in line as we're working on the build. Make sure we got the right. Yep. Perfect. Did you, I'm trying to think. I should have checked. Did you do any live streaming today? I'm curious to just see how much more the vertical live stream helps out long term. All right, let's see. This will be really cool to see this shuttle built once we get it done as well. Oh, the new Frankenstein movie. I didn't even realize there was one out. Yeah, I've been so behind on all of the movies that are out. Even like I was shocked to find out that there was a new, was it Predator movie that came out? So that was definitely a surprise to me. We got our first like, so Krabby is now on the board. Every additional like will be a $1 that we just represent. Hey, a like, and Krabby will be our guard to make sure that the likes don't disappear. Yeah, so anyways, I was saying I'm so far behind on movies. I used to be like up in the know of what movie was coming up next. But there was a new Alien, or I guess it's technically Predator movie that just came out. I was shocked when I saw an advertisement today. I think there's a Pandora movie coming out, which was surprising. Toy Story 5, yeah, wow. I am the only one that I was familiar with or knew was coming out was surprisingly Zootopia 2. but was shocked to see like there's a lot more coming out than I was expecting. Yeah, that is wild. It's crazy to think that we've got now a Toy Story 5. And thank you for the likes. We now got our first $3 bucks on the board. Is the Moana movie this year too? Oh my goodness. So same thing. I was super shocked when you were talking about the DeLorean set that was coming out this year. I was like I have totally not been following the Lego news, and I should be. But I was shocked to see that. So yesterday I had to go look it up and see. Disney is making an anime. Oh, hey, A Day in the Life, Levi. What movie are they? What are they making for anime? That's pretty wild to me. I'm trying to think. Have they ever done anime? Okay, I figured Moana. I thought Moana was next year, but again, I've been not paying attention to the media landscape, I guess. Well, I feel like the Spider-Man movie even passed me by. I didn't even realize. I think did the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie come out already? I'm so, like I said, so far behind. I haven't watched like anything in ages. All right, let's see here. What are we doing? Things are happening. We're gonna put transparent brick to give the lighting effect. 20. What was the one that was gosh, no way. What was the second one, the sequel to that? Wasn't there another one that was supposed to come out this year, which is why they had the CMF series? Maybe I'm like in a parallel universe and totally. Yes, I did see the Star Trek ship. Every time they release a new Lego set, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get it. I need to finish what I have. And then I saw the Star Trek ship yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I have to have this. Okay, that makes sense. It is random that they came out with that. I feel better not totally being out of the loop, although I guess I thought the movie was coming out. I guess they're just building the hype train for when the movie does come out in 2 years. Like you said, little wacky, little wild for it to come out already. All right, let's see. This is gonna connect over here. And we get to use our fun lava rock bricks. Let's see if we got the right angle. We do. Excellent. That looks good. And then this is going to, if I did this right, this looks right visually. Well, hey, Leo, thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you on the stream. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. I've got lots of little like side steps in the wing build. So this is this will be interesting to see how much I actually pay attention to the instructions or get lost in the chat. And feel free to drop anything in the chat. Let's just make this a chill build. Looking forward to get this set completed up and then move on to the next. And appreciate everybody dropping in. If you're curious why there's a crab holding swords in the background with some Lego dollar bucks, every like equals a dollar buck that I just throw on the board just to keep track, hopefully, of all of the fun that we're having as we build this out. Okay, if I did this right, this should, let's see, line up. Where are we going to line this up? Right up here. That looks rightish. And then we've got to find a small angled piece right here that'll just help hold it in place. That looks right, at least from what I can see on here. We've got a nice flat Lego base plate that, of course, we get to add Lego stickers. And what makes this one so much fun, I'll show you the instructions because Lego stickers. Hey, Lucas, welcome. Oh no, I'm sticking it to the paper. We're about to lose a sticker. You can see right here, I've got to put it nicely in this corner up here. Hey, you last, welcome. So we'll see if we can semi line it up so it's not too angled. And my philosophy with Lego stickers has now become perfection is the enemy of good enough. So we are aiming for good enough now on the Lego sticker application. Yeah, that turned out actually surprisingly really good. I'm shocked. I was expecting it to be a lot more angled, so I'm happy with that one. Maybe after a dozen of these, I'll get a hang of it. And thank you for the like. We'll add in another Lego dollar buck. Krabby is defender of the cash flow. All right, let's see here. Now we get to add some layering onto the wing, which is awesome. Let's see, that's gonna go just like this. Oh, thank you for the like, appreciate it. And then we'll add in, if we did this right, which I think we did, looking good. That looks as it should. So at least based on what I can see from an instruction standpoint. Oh, and thank you for the like. This looks pretty good. Now we're just gonna add in one of these side angle pieces. Hey, call me Simon, welcome to the stream. And let's see. All right, so we're gonna flip this over here. It's gonna go right here on the edge. And then whatever connector piece this is, will go right over there. We got some flat tile pieces that we'll add. And I'm gonna be totally upfront. I really don't know what the names are for like almost all the pieces. So I'm sort of making up the naming as I go, and feel free to tell me, whoa, you're like way off on what Lego officially calls that. But otherwise, I'm just gonna go with what I got. This is looking right. I think I've got all of the pieces on here. We'll just now add in a couple more of these tiling pieces. If you're just joining, feel free to drop anything in the chat. We're just making this a fun build in the, right now, Lego Star Wars. Working on the Ahsoka Jedi T6 Jedi Shuttle. Let's see, gotta make sure we got this angled the right way. Yes, that looks good. And then I just need to do a good job of making sure that I remember to keep this in front of the camera as we're building. So if I get way off, just feel free to say, hey, BrickRail, get back in screen. Hey, call me Simon. Hey, Sander likes cars. Do I make mocks? Yes, I haven't done any in the live stream builds. I do plan to, but I'm attempting poorly to get through sort of a schedule of builds right now. So I have, want to finish this one, move on to finishing up the Nightmare Before Christmas, and then really get to a point where I can start building out the Java sail barge. And then from there, I can try to focus on some mocks. What I want to do is actually we'll build a house for Krabby. So that would be probably sort of the goal from there. The coolest mock, I don't know. That's a good question. Let me think about that one. Hey, Shrek's dad, welcome. We are building out the Jedi T6 shuttle. And I'm just trying to figure out, make sure I've got this right. Yep. Yeah, coolest mock would probably be... I did redo the so I had a couple of the Disney train sets back what goodness, years ago when they were retiring the train set. They Disney World discounted the train sets, and so I bought, I think, was it 3? I bought 3 of them, and because it was essentially my favorite set, and I built out essentially a custom train set to sort of match when you enter Magic Kingdom. So I'll see if I can find a picture for that and post that in the community page. But that's probably the craziest, the coolest, my favorite, because that's up there, is probably between that and the Dark Falcon, my favorite sets. And I got this backwards here. Sorry, let me just rearrange here real quick. I'm like thrown off from the angle piece right here, so let me just readjust. Let's see. We need it to go like this. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like having a total moment here where I'm forgetting essentially how to piece these together. Because this needs to go, I think I've got these backwards. No? You're watching as I try to figure out. Whoa, this is probably too early in the morning. I can't like conceptually see the instructions of like how it wants me to put it together, and so it's throwing me for like a total loop. I'm supposed to angle it, so let me just readjust these pieces here and realign to make sure I am putting these in the right spot. So I'm gonna count these over because we need this to go. Did I switch these up? No. Just making sure I don't have this backwards, because there are a couple different of these angled pieces, which is what's throwing me for a like total loop right now as we build this out. Okay, so that's right. We've got these 2 angled pieces that are supposed to go right there. Okay, I think I'm back in it. We'll see. Oh my goodness, AU last. Stopped going to school when they were young. Yeah, that you know, that's one thing that I think people that live in, I would say in like where I'm from in the States, you take that for granted, right? Being able to go to school and get an education. So I totally appreciate that, and that's one thing that I try to remember and not take for granted, is the opportunity that I've had to go to school and take advantage of that. All right, so that works. I, for whatever reason, was like totally thrown around and could not figure out how to angle that, but I think we got it right. We'll find out as I continue to build forward on this set. We've got another angled piece that we'll add in here. If I can pick it up, it's like, because it's flipped around, it was just a little tricky. Oh my goodness, these angled pieces are totally throwing me off today. It's supposed to be like this, and I'm looking at it and I'm just totally on the struggle bus of how am I supposed to apply this. This is wild. All right, let's see, there we go. That's gonna go like this. Then we can get our flat connector piece right here. This is gonna go right here like this. Okay, now we're back in it. And thank you for the like. Hey, Lucas, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thanks for jumping in the chat. Try to have a little fun as we build out these sets here. If I did everything right, we're good to move on. We'll find out as we go. Let's see here. My biggest thing I always forget when I'm doing the builds is you can turn the Lego pieces around, and I'll sit there and I'm just like stuck in sort of like a I don't know, a purgatory almost, trying to figure out like, how do I piece this together? So good news is I think we're in a good spot. Okay, put this piece right here. We've got our grill piece that we're gonna add right here. It's looking really good. We're getting super close to getting this wing complete, and then we'll be able to open up the final bag and get the rest of it built. This is gonna go, let's see, 1, 2. Oops, gotta turn this one a little bit. There we go. Looking good. Now we'll add in some more lava rock red over here. Just building out some layering in the shuttle. Give it some really cool features and effects. All right, that looks good. Flipping it over. Assuming this was right, we're super close to the connecting the wing to the rest of the shuttle, which is really awesome. And then we'll be able to move on to the second wing and have this bag effectively ready to go for the final bag, step 5. All right, that looks awesome. We'll connect this in right here. This looks good. Flipping it so we're this way. We've now got our first wing set. So let's rotate this wing around. If I don't break it, it should connect in. All right, so there we go. We've got the first wing applied to this, and I think we're ready to move on to bag 5. Wow, there's a lot more instructions than I thought. Nope, never mind. Okay, I was worried that I was missing a bag. That happened to me on the Diagon Alley set. I was like, well, I was on step 13 and I was missing bags for step 13. So that became fun, and it was trying to figure out how to do it with everything on the fly. We've got another bare base plate that we'll use to apply some bricks. It's funny, it's trash day over here. I can hear the garbage truck outside picking up the trash. So they've got these loud booms going on in the background. All right, here we go. And now to build this out. Hey, Matteo. No, that's I'm glad to hear you're going to get back into it. You know, it's the same thing for me. Welcome back, by the way. I have like the last, 3-4 weeks, I have been totally just consumed by other life activities. And I'm happy to be back and actually building this stuff and getting some projects done, and just as importantly, chatting with all of you guys on the stream here. So happy to be back, happy to be at this. Excited to see that. I think we're going to get this one done. I've got about 40 minutes left in the build, so I think that's plenty of time. We just rocked through this one in like 20 minutes. So this should be cool. Now, yeah, the stop motion stuff is super cool. So again, props to you in being able to do that. That is something I have attempted, but totally, totally struggled to get that accomplished. So no, I'm happy to know that you've continued the passion, which is super cool. All right, I am like spreading my, we'll call it organized chaos across the board here, just trying to find the tile pieces. There we go. We got it. We're just building out this wing portion right here. Looking good. In theory, this should go a lot faster because we're basically repeating the steps that we already did. But we'll see. If you were on when I was attempting the other wing, there was some angled pieces that totally threw me for a loop. I was like in a daze. I was totally not understanding what the instructions were asking me to do or telling me to do, which is always part of the fun when we're building out. Aha. Even right now, I missed a step. So let's take this piece off, maybe. There we go. I did not add, there's a gray angle piece I need to add on here. Just gotta make sure it's not falling on the floor, which has happened. And gray blends in with my carpet really well. So that's a important thing that I gotta pay attention to so I don't miss any pieces. Nope, definitely. I can't wait to hear when you post more. So that's super exciting. And like I said, major props to you in really doing the whole stop motion because I love it. I think it's fantastic. I have not mastered the patience or the skill to do the stop motion. So we're looking good so far. It almost sort of looks like half of a snow speeder, which is kind of cool. All right, we got that brick piece. Now let's add in this gray angled piece. And then we're gonna start stacking some of these darker gray angle pieces after we add in, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? My Tamatoa moment for the morning. Here we go. We got, whoops, there we go. And then we're just gonna start, let's see, make sure I got this right. Here we go. Start stacking these gray angle pieces. Oops, come on now. And then our light gray. So we're building out the side of the shuttle wing. Now we can add in, where is my favorite colors? My red transparent. Well, let's see. Thrown off here for a second. Here we go. Piece right here. This is gonna go, so it leaves that right here. Looking good. Awesome. Oh, and thank you for the like. We now got $8 bucks on the board. Krabby, you fell over, man. We got Krabby guarding the defender of the cash flow. My finance terms for the day. Speaking of which, it's really important to understand finance. That's my plug for the day. Okay, let's see. We got these pieces that we're connecting up here that will then cross over here. Looking awesome so far. Now we're gonna build out the blaster for the shuttle. So let's find our 4x1. We'll add this on right here. Oh, I didn't add the we'll call it blaster trigger to the other one. We can do that here in just a second. But we'll add this on here so that we can actually fire blaster bolts if we so please. Let's see, we need a bigger base plate piece. Where is it hiding? It's hiding somewhere. Here it is. That's good. Got our lava rock red. Gotta find the right one. Here it is. Hey Logan, welcome to the stream. We're building out the Star Wars Jedi, was it T6 shuttle from Ahsoka? All right, we're almost done. So here's the first portion of the shuttle. And right now we're working on connecting up the, what is it? The second wing. And then we'll be able to connect that and finish this one up. So that's super cool. Super exciting to see this one actually come together. Got a couple different pieces that we just have to, we'll call it mini builds as part of the bigger build to connect to. And as you can see on my table here, it's organized chaos, which is fine. We're having fun. This is fine. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream. Feel free to drop anything in the chat. We're just making it a chill build as we work on finishing up this set on the road to several more bigger and greater builds as well. All right, that looks good. Connecting that up. Put this right here. I just need to find this gray angle piece. Oops, never mind, wrong one. I need to find, where is it? This piece right here. There we go. This one's gonna connect like that, essentially holding those together. And then we're gonna get to start layering on here really quickly. But first things first, we get to do my favorite thing when I'm doing Lego, stickers. I feel like there needs to be like a jingle or slogan now every time we do a sticker application, because this is by far my least favorite thing when doing Lego. It's like, why do you even Lego if you don't like doing stickers, right? You can see the first time I did this one on the other wing, it turned out really good. This one is gonna run out of stickiness before I get this thing on here. All right, that's good enough. I'm not gonna struggle any longer on the sticker application. It is angled. And with that, it is what it is. We're just gonna go with it. Let me add this wing piece on first, just to make sure I've got it all lined up. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Second wing is almost complete, and then we will be able to connect that up and get that knocked out pretty quickly, which is awesome. All right, so that looks right. We'll add in this connection piece right here. Looking really good. Now I gotta add in the second layer of the shuttle. Looks right-ish. We'll see when we flip it over. Gonna add in this little gray connector piece is gonna go over here. Okay, cool. That looks good. Now we're gonna add in just some of this tiling on the shuttle. So leave a space right here. And then we'll connect that up. This is where I ran into trouble on the other wing It was the angled pieces. So we'll see if I learned my lesson as we build this out. It would not surprise me if I totally have like a mind blank and forget what to do and how to angle it. So let's just see what we get through here. Okay, that's looking good. That looks right so far. We're doing good. We're getting close to getting this. Oh no, is it right? No, it's not right. Oh, I got this piece. Let's see if we can get this popped off real quick without breaking the whole shuttle. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna do this off screen. That way I don't knock the camera over. Let's see, there we go. Cool, we got this figured out. Oh, whoops. Bricks are flying. Knocked over Nami. Nami's holding the one piece. We're gonna just add her in here because we found her hiding. Okay, let's see. This needs to go like this. Okay, there we go. These angled pieces are like totally throwing me for a loop here, which is all good. We got it. Things are happening. We'll make it happen here. Get this all figured out. Oops. And thank you for the like. We got, what, $9 bucks on the board today, so I appreciate that. There is no monetary value attached to it other than, hey, I'm having fun as a way to track the, oh, and thank you, the likes here. So I appreciate that. It's my gimmick to recognize the likes, so thank you for that. Oh my goodness, thank you. And the goal here, so if you're wondering, right, I have a whole bag of Lego cash, and my goal is to break the bank and have to go buy more. So you're helping me with my justification of needing to buy more. But then the question should be, is there ever a need for justification to get more Lego, right? Some people may disagree. There we go. That's looking good. We're super close to getting this thing built out, which is awesome. Just got a couple of angled pieces I need to throw on here. So this flat piece over here. All right. What am I missing? What am I looking for? Got that. That looks good. Let's see. This is going to go right here. I need to find, what is it? Another angled piece. It's hiding amongst my disorganized chaos that is my Lego board. We'll get to it. That's all right. Fortunately, we're at the point now that nothing is structurally critical. Not that that's a justification to be missing any pieces on the board, but we're okay. Whoops. Things are happening. Pieces are flying. Here we go. All right, that looks good. We just need to now finish off a couple of the layering pieces to the wing, and then we'll be able to connect this one up, which is super exciting. I am super looking forward to this one getting built out. Got a couple just steps to add to, we'll call it hold the pieces together, right? So like that's gonna go there. This piece is gonna go right over here. We're gonna add in, let's see, got everything. Looking for another lava rock piece. All right. That looks good. Trying to see if there's anything else I'm missing before I move on to the next step. I think we're in a good spot here. This piece is gonna go right here. Oh, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Like I said, feel free to drop anything in the chat as we finish up the build on this T6 Jedi shuttle. We're gonna flip it around. I'm gonna put this piece right here. Then we're gonna add, let me put this over here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for, sorry, bear with me 1 second. Ah, here we go. It was sitting right in front of me. Gotta add in these block pieces that are just gonna help connect up the shuttle to the wing, or the wing to the shuttle. That looks good. We'll then add in this piece. We've got to put in these two Technic connector pieces, so because that's going to actually be what holds the shuttle in place, or the wing to the shuttle. So assuming that this is right, that looks good. Cool. All right, we're going to connect this now. So we're going to have our wings connected over here. Cool. That looks super awesome. So the shuttle is super close to getting completed. Let's see here. We've got a couple of pieces to add. So let's see here. This is going to go, I think we're working on the cockpit now. So let's see. Let me angle the camera a little bit more so you get a better visual of what we got going on. I was really worried there were a lot of these extra pieces, and I was like, where are these supposed to go? Well, it makes sense. We haven't finished the shuttle yet, so let's get that done. Okay. Oops, we need to find these rounded pieces right here. 1 and 2. And no, that's not right. That can't be right. Let me take this off real quick. There's a, oops. Trying to do it without using the, I'll use it. Okay. So I gotta find a thicker version of this. Interesting. Let's see. Doesn't look like it lines up with, like, essentially what it wants is a piece to go across here, but I don't have a thick version of it. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And so maybe you can see in the chat and tell me, like, how far off I am. So it wants you to put these pieces in here. What I have are not like big versions of that. I've got the small, 2 of these small pieces, or these bigger ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just skip ahead. I'm curious to see what's missing. So I know that from a connection standpoint, this connects up right here. So let me connect this on here. Maybe, oh, there we go. They were hiding. I was gonna say maybe they're hiding somewhere. And sure enough, they were. They were hiding underneath the shuttle. Problem solving on the fly, right? Or just keep a clean workspace. All right, that's good. Connect that up. Connect this piece up. Cool. Feel much better about that, finding that. I was super curious how all of that was going to come together. Oh, and thank you for the like. We're now at $13 bucks, so appreciate that. Hey, Leo, welcome back. We're super close to getting this thing finished. We've got the wings. It rotates. Very, very cool. Super happy about that. Whoops. Let's go ahead and add these pieces on here. Really close to getting this shuttle built, which is exciting. 1 and 2 looks right. Then that's going to connect one on here and one over here. Then we're going to use, oh, this is interesting. Okay. I think I know what it's asking me to do. We'll see once sort of, I don't even know what to say. It's a shape. It wants a shape. Okay. It wants a shape. That's like, yes, of course it wants a shape. All right. So we have these landing gear pieces underneath. This is supposed to connect. Let's see here. I'm assuming, yes, like this right here. So I just try and put some pressure to put those pieces in. Oh, nope, that's too, let's see. Uh-oh, things are happening. Is that right? That's right. No, that was right. Okay, that looks right. Maybe. We'll find out here. Based on the instructions, did I go back? Oh no, I'm wrong. Let me take this off. Oopsies. Add this back on here. This is supposed to be, let's see here, technically connected on to this back piece. So let's just see. There we go. That's right. This is how it's supposed to go. All right. That looks good. And then the final bag. Oh my goodness. I thought 5 was the final bag. Let me find bag 6. Which would make so much more sense because I couldn't find the shuttle cockpit. Here's bag 6. You can see it's a much smaller bag, so we got plenty of time to finish it out. Hey, Yanai, Lego Master Yanai, welcome. Welcome back. We're on our final part of this T6 Jedi shuttle build. That's a tongue twister. Just moving the camera here again. Sorry to be able to angle and get in here and finish up the build. We got our cockpit with stickers already applied, so that's nice. Hey, Lucas55. Hey, Cheese. Welcome. Trying to finish up this build here. I've got maybe 27 more minutes left to be able to get this done. I think that's more than enough time to actually finish this one up. So we should be good to go in getting this one completed. It was about 30 minutes yesterday that we worked on it. I got this one on sale. I think it was like, I think I paid $40 for this one. Amazon, try lighting Lego on fire when you get your next sub milestone. Oh man. Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of videos of that, and that's just wild. Let's see here. All right, I got, yeah, the next milestone at this point would be, at least for me, monetization. I haven't reached it yet from an hour standpoint. We've got the subscriber standpoint, so now it's just hitting the hours, which would be phenomenal, fantastic. All right, let's see. I think Lego Master and I was saying light them on fire, but I feel like it's probably not safe, right? The chemicals from the plastic. So it's funny. I need to do that. I have a Discord account, and I've been really delinquent on reaching out to y'all and sharing the info. I need to do that. It is like burning priceless artwork. I agree. All right, let me see. I got to flip this. What are we doing? What are we building with this? I thought we were building seats, but now I'm not so sure. Speaking of Lego artwork, I want the mineral set. This is Govee lights in the background. Actually, I've got Govee lights and then a light, just like a regular light switch. So you can see the Govee lights are playing in the background, and then I just got like a 6 lighted light pole. Trying to think how to describe it. An IKEA light. Ooh, an F-22. That's awesome. It's funny. Like I get it notionally that Lego doesn't want to build like war type sets, but it is funny because you get Star Wars and it's got war in it, but it's fantasy, so I get what they're saying. My favorite, so 2 favorites: the Dark Falcon. I love the black and the red, but I also love that we've got Darth Jar Jar. I'm totally bought into the conspiracy theory that Jar Jar Binks was supposed to be more than what he was. I know that's probably like a retelling of the character, but I'm team Darth Jar Jar. And then also it's got to be the Lego Disney train and train station. So I'm a big fan of trains. I really like Disney World, and those 2 pieces together tie it to be like why that is on my top list. All right, let's see. What about yours? Cheese, what is your favorite set? And why? All right, let's see here. I have this other one. Yes. Was it Grogu in The Mandalorian or Mandalorian Grogu? I can't remember the name. Excited for that one. I wish we had more Andor. I get why we're not going to get a season 3, but man, I loved that one. I thought that was great. I think they did an amazing job with Andor. I'm ready for. I am ready for. Ooh, whoa! I made a mistake in the colors. Let's go ahead and take this piece off. I would say a more I wouldn't say R-rated because I don't think I want an R-rated version of it, but like a Darth Vader. Like let's get a real Darth Vader Rogue One style Darth Vader movie. I'm all for that. Let's see this. So this looks good, and then I gotta put an angled piece at the top. Okay. All right, so we got the box here. I put this grill piece over here. Yep, there was the Obi-Wan show. It was okay. I'm glad we got it. I think they're pushing for a second season. I think Ewan McGregor is, and Hayden Christensen was, and I would love that. That would be really cool to see. All right, that looks good. Now let's build out the cockpit itself. Okay. That's awesome. No, that's a good reason. I mean, any reason is a good reason, but I like it. I like the reason behind it. All right. Things are happening. We're getting close to this one getting built out. No, I agree. I agree. There's some actually really cool. I'm really interested in the Lumi bricks. They've got some really cool looking ones. I haven't purchased any. I want to. Like the the cyberpunk ones look super cool. So I've got my eye on the Lumi bricks sets as well. And I know there's a lot more out there. Like I really wish we had more ISB troopers because I'd like to army build the ISB tactical troopers, but the U-wing or the whatever the Andor ship is just so expensive. I know there was the knockoff models, but I never purchased any of those. Oh, and thank you for the like. We're gonna add 2 more dollar buckaroos on the board, so I appreciate that. Let's see. We got 1 right here. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Oh, Fink Panzer, yeah, in a Humvee. That's cool. What am I looking for? Nothing. I just need to connect this on. Okay. Oops. We've got that connected up. Now we're going to add in. Does that look right? It does look right. Getting to the point where we're so close to the build completing that I'm just making sure I'm not rushing it too much. You can feel the finish line. Bluey Lego sets are totally weird. They do not, the knockoff versions of Bluey, in my opinion, are better than the Lego versions of Bluey. They look really, really weird. I totally agree with that statement. Favorite Star Wars movie is Andor. To me, it felt like watching Star Wars. So I never saw the original. I wasn't around when the original Star Wars trilogy came out. I saw the sequel trilogy in the theaters, and I thought they were really good. But I really loved Andor. But they are sorry, not Andor. Rogue One. My goodness, Rogue One. Yes, Rogue One was my is my favorite Star Wars movie. Probably followed by Empire Strikes Back. And I think why Andor or no, geez, Rogue One is my favorite. Probably in part has to be I just loved. Well, I loved the storyline, right? How they got the Death Star plans, but more importantly, I just loved all of the trooper costumes, like the was it the Death Troopers? I've seen the Ewok show and the movies. They're I would say they're adorable, maybe. Like, I don't know. I liked them. I actually thought the Ewok show or the 2 movies were pretty good. So no, I am a oops, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. I am a fan of those. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. This is supposed to go. Did I mess something up? No. Trying to figure out how to connect this in over here. Sorry. Give me 1 minute. The show deserves a Lego set. That would be really interesting to see, actually. Yeah, I'm all for it. All right, sorry. I am like totally having a moment. Why is this not? There we go. I was trying to slide it in, but it's supposed to go underneath. So that's why I couldn't figure that out. Okay, that looks good. What in the world? I think I reversed some things around. I did. I totally did. That's okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if this is a problem. Not inversed it, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that because it's just not gonna look good. Bear with me. Let's see if we can get this pulled out. Hey, Dante's. Hey, Furby. We are building. What are we building? We're building the Lego T6 Jedi Starfighter from Ahsoka. Do I play any games? Skeleton Crew. I love Skeleton Crew. I thought that was fantastic. I didn't get the Onyx. Was it the Onyx shuttle? I wish I did, because I thought that was Super cool. Sorry, you can see I'm disassembling things right now. We're gonna try and redo this on the fly real quickly. Okay, cool. So that's like this. See if I can remember how to do it. Oh, that's good to hear. How many more exams do you have left to do? Yeah, get out the plate. Yeah. No, game wise, I haven't gamed in forever. Um, like StarCraft, Age of Empires, Civilization, those were the games I've played, but I just time is my worst enemy. I just don't have the time, which is sad, right? You would think you'd be able to do that. All right, what have I done? I feel like Anakin. What have I done? Got the pieces all over the place. There we go. This is why you pay attention to the instructions when you're working on Lego. I thought we were like at the finish line. This was going to be super easy. We're going to finish it early. We're going to be right up against the clock, which is all right. We can get this done still. Assuming I did this right, this should be like this. Then, whoa, things are happening with my lighting system. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Favorite droid? Hey, Rusty. Oh, I have not watched it. I need to check that out though. Favorite droid? It would probably, I don't know. Is it cliche to say K2SO? I think he's great. I think Chopper's also really good. I don't know, between those two, they have to be up there as my favorites. I mean, you would have asked me before Rogue One, I would have said probably R2D2. But no, I think I'm team K2SO. Hey, Lettuce Man, welcome. All right, let's see. I think we're ready to connect this up. Let's just see if this actually works. All right, woohoo, we got it. This looks like it would be like a really, really rough ride. That's wild. Okay, so we did it. We connected this bad boy up. So inside of the shuttle, you got some place for some storage, right? If you can see it, we have got some equipment, and then over here you've got actually space to put your lightsabers, and of course we've got our 4 minifigures. We've got Ahsoka, we got the Sith ghost dude, we've got Sabine, and I'm not even going to try to say the professor's name, but we've got the droid as well. So awesome set. Love this one. I think this is super cool. Super excited to actually see that this one's done. It's got the whole body that moves, which is fantastic. I'm gonna make a video of this. We're gonna do a sink or float video with this. So my guess is it'll by Lego Master. My guess is it's gonna sink, but we'll try it out. We'll see what happens. So be on the lookout for that. And then tomorrow, I'll be back. Let me pull this out over here. We're gonna continue, if it doesn't break, finishing up the Nightmare Before Christmas set, and we'll go from there. But we did it. We made it done. 64 minutes. That was awesome. I appreciate everybody for joining, and I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.